Okay, here's time for part 2 of our Quiz 5 review. Question number 2 says, what is the area, let's get out of the way. What is the area of the rectangle formed by the ordered pairs 4, -3, 4, 8, -6, -3, -6, 8? Now, there's a couple of ways we can do this. We can pretend like we're graphing and then do the distance, or we can actually just use the subtract between the numbers. So I'm going to pretend like I'm graphing and use my distance. This one would be 4, -3. This would be 4, 8. This would be -6, -3. And this would be -6, 8. From here to here, that is a distance of 10. -6 to 0 is 6. 0 to 4 is 4. 6 and 4 is 10. So if that's 10, this should be 10 as well. Now I'm going to do from 8 to -3. From 8 to 0 is 8. From 0 to 3 is another 3. 8 plus 3 is 11. If the left side is 11, so is the right side. So I kind of made a graph without using my graph paper. The question is, what is the area of this rectangle formed? Well, area for a rectangle is defined as length times width. The length of this rectangle is 10. The width of this rectangle is 11. 10 times 11 is 110. So this is 110 units squared. Great job. Question number 3 says, given that ABCD triangle ABCD is similar to triangle DEF, what is the tangent of ABC? So when you have the tangent of ABC, the middle angle is where you're going to put the arc, because you're moving from A to B and then from B to C. So the middle angle must have the arc. So if these are similar triangles, that means that the sides are proportional, and we're multiplying each side by the same number. Do we know what that number is? No, we don't know. However, we know algebra. So we can take our 3, which is normally what that side would be, and multiply it by some proportional number. We will call that number x. So I'm going to take this 5 and multiply it by some proportional number that is going to be the same as 3 because all sides are proportional. We're going to call that x. Then we're going to have the bottom of the triangle multiplied by its proportional number. We're calling x. So if I'm trying to find out the tangent of ABC, meaning angle B, what is defined as tangent? SOHCAHTOA. 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 That would be opposite over adjacent. The opposite of B is 3x. The adjacent of angle B is 4x. If I was to simplify the 3x and the 4x, I would simplify that to 3 over 4. Great job, everyone. Last problem. Problem number 9. We're going to find angle X and angle Y, or sorry, variable X and variable Y, knowing what we know with this shape. Wow. I think it's a parallelogram, or it could be a rhombus. Hey, I see 2 triangles here. I do know that the sum of the angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. And I do know that since this line is parallel to this line, that means this 70-degree angle is making that a 70-degree angle. How do I know that? Alternating interior angles are congruent. I also know if this angle is 45, this angle must be 45 as well. How do we know that? Alternating interior angles are congruent. So, for this triangle FEY, we have 7x minus 5 plus 45 plus 70 equals 180 degrees. Let's simplify this to see if we can find our x. 70 and 45 is 115. Five minus 115 is 110. (110 minus 80 is 70. X must equal 10. Just for the sake of argument, we can do that again, as long as I'm doing that with the y. So, I have 45 plus 70 plus 5y. 45 and 70 is 115 plus 5y equals 180. Subtracting 115 from 180, that gives me 70. Dividing by 5, that gives me 14. 13. Sorry. I'm sorry, that gives not 70, 65. Watch my math. That gives me 13. So there you go. The answer is x equals 10 and y equals 113. Equals 13. Great job, everyone.